Yo, what up, my mother suckers? Yo, this P City 5'6", everything 5'6", man. Y'all keeping up with this Tory Lane case? It is going bananas. Yo, they saying, listen to this.
The New York Post recently reached out to the prior district attorney, George Gascon, Megan Pete and her representatives, and Kelsey Harris and her representative.
So the New York Post reached out to them. That's Megan Thee Stallion, the other Kelsey witch, and the district attorney, right? All right. Why? I don't know, but they reached out to them. New York Post, I don't know.
The only party that responded last week was Megan Pete's representatives with a...
Okay, so Megan Thee Stallion Peoples is the only one that responded to the New York Post reach out. Why?
Last week was Megan Pete's representatives with a request for more information. A few days later...
Oh, they wanted more information. I guess they had some evidence or something was going on. I'm not quite clear what's going on. But they say Megan Thee Stallion Peoples is the only one that responded. And they wanted more information on what they wanted.
Representatives with a request for more information. A few days later, Mr. Peterson's brutally attacked in his jail cell. Unite the People represents Daystar Peterson and his...
So the plot thickens, man. Are you kidding me? I'm not saying this. They saying this. Yo, and that's crazy. But look this clip. This Gianna Caldwell dude. He's the Foundation for Public Safety, I believe. And man, hold up. Just listen to this. This is crazy.
It's Gianna Caldwell. That is spelled Gianno. Caldwell, Caldwell. I am the founder of the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety at caldwellinstitute.org. I am also a member of the press for almost a decade now. I've been looking into Daystar Peterson's case for almost 6 months now, professionally known as Tory Lanez. And after reviewing the evidence, the reporting, and the legal analysis, I've come to the conclusion that Tory Lanez was railroaded by the former district attorney, George Gascon. He was also wrongly convicted. I believe if Jesus Christ was Tory Lanez's attorney, George Gascon would do whatever in his power to ensure that Tory Lanez lost that case. Tory Lanez's defense team have alleged the withholding of exculpatory evidence, prosecutorial misconduct, among other issues that I was compelled to write an opinion piece for the New York Post. It is true that last week, the New York Post editors reached out to 3 parties, one being George Gascon, Megan Pete's team, and Kelsey Harris. It is also true that Megan's team was the only ones that responded back for that request for comment. I had some glaring questions, and that was the reason for this op-ed. Things didn't make any sense to me, many issues in this case, and I was shocked by the lack of interest from the media to ask very simple questions. There were multiple people with gunshot residue on their hands that night. Why didn't all individuals have the residue tested, their DNA tested on the weapon?
Crazy.
That's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
According to the prosecution, Tory was excluded from the clip of the gun, and according to Tory's defense team, they said DNA analysis showed that there was a 0.01% chance that Tory touched the actual gun itself. Another piece that stood out to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know. I ain't keep up with this case, so I don't know if it's true or whatever they saying, but things are sounding very believable. You make your opinion. I'm not really gonna make mine. It doesn't really matter, but it's just funny, cause you never know till you know. So, but this is crazy. Yo.
That the prosecution alleged Tory made confessing to a crime. I listened to that call. I'm sure many of you have as well. I didn't hear a confession.
What call?
But what really shocked me about it is if my best...
What call? Yo, if you know the... What call? If you know the call, yeah, leave it in the comment. I'll try to find it and put it in between this real quick. The call.
Friend was shot maliciously by someone just 2 or 3 hours before.
Let me pull it up.
Many of you have as well. I didn't hear a confession. But what really shocked me about it is if my best friend was shot maliciously by someone just 2 or 3 hours before, I wouldn't have answered the call, or if I did, I wouldn't calmly have a conversation with the individual of it. And certainly I would ask, why did you shoot my friend? And more importantly, I would never have given you my current location out of fear of you finishing the job. My name is Gianno Caldwell. That is spelled G-I.
Okay, that's different. See, I ain't know all that was going on. You see me? But it's sounding crazy. Yo, I got another clip. One more clip, and then, man, just leave your opinion and let me know what's going on.
The reason why this situation happened.
This is Tory's pops and shit. You know what I mean? Talking about, I think he said that he called him and told him about something. Hold up. Let's get into it.
The reason why this situation happened, he was not out of...
Oh, once again, this is P-City 56, Everything 56. You can find me on YouTube, Everything 56 ER. I'm going to leave it right there. YouTube. Let's get it from the jump.
The reason why this situation happened, he was not out on the yard as it was about 6:30 in the morning, and cells were just opened for them to be able to go out to breakfast.
Okay.
On the Thursday prior to this incident, I was called.
Is it me, or does this feel like Sunday when he's speaking right now? But seriously, I didn't know it was 6:30 in the morning. And he should know, right? Everybody, his pops, he should know. And the way he's speaking like a preacher, yeah.
Cells were just opened for them to be able to go out to breakfast. On the Thursday prior to this incident, I was called by him, and I was told of the impending threat. And my family and I huddled and did what we always do. We prayed. We get together every single day, and we...
Okay, I can't. Does that mean prayer don't work? Yo, these things is crazy. Anyway, yo, Tory got something. He got something, I believe. Let's see how it pans out, you know what I mean? Oh my God. Like, all this, he gets stabbed. Listen, Rock Nation, listen, y'all about to get sued. He's about to sue Everything Moving. That's all I'm saying. Y'all can talk about how y'all want to talk. I feel that he about to sue Everything Moving. However, the world is crazy. Once again, this is P-City 56. Check me out on YouTube at Everything 56, ERYTING 56. You heard us? Let's get it.